in the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So South Carolina's offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand, option football, I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes the offense are hoping to run things to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running it back, it's Soto. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key is this game unfolds. Will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that?
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that pass.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They stripped it out.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
If I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching play.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release. Get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He got it. And with that... Scoring, it's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he's knocked down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll give it to the back. The ball's free. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know that's not a huge game. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4-quarter game.
Holds it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love it. The offense being aggressive. They're taking a shot. Good job by the QB getting a lot of air under that ball. And how about the receiver and his ability to track it?
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
South Carolina, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this one. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple of drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, goes by DBU. But they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. You think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys are like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Bringing it back, it's Soto. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the ground with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to put my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smooth.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, it's Soto. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Throws to the wideout. And this side. You can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends with an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. You can't have any more turnovers.
Defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice catch.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've hit a bit of a lull cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go putting more points on the board, and let's see less on the punt.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Soto. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And there was no way to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
South Carolina.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called. All this range is concentrate on one thing, making the catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Getting late here in the 1st half. The quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Shabara. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. On the return, it's Soto. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU at second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking to scramble. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
On the play.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one that takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Take the return out of the equation in this race. Signaled for and made. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Catch in the middle, it's Wood. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This is a bad, bad shank. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here, too.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone. Right down the middle. Roll toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
And the returner is stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel right because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments and pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you come into the running game. You got to get those big boys up front, into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Offense facing.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You know, I like the idea of go for it on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
A 10-yard loss.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if the dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making you honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do matter.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to scramble. On the move at the 30. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's He's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it's right down the boulevard. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And you just get the feeling that his defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. You know what helps? That clock up there continues to tick. So let's see them choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that play.
A strike downfield. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Complete in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Headed to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
17, South Carolina, 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting that.
And they got him for the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit problem, you need some mojo, something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Back to the air one more time. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the ball. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 24 over Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even...
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Boy makes the catch. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get to it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
There's not many play calls on the shoot to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you want to still be aggressive. A lot of times aggressiveness is what gets you a lead, but at the same time, man, we got to take care of the football. We can't make dumb mistakes time and time again. You still are winning. I don't know if you know that. Look up the score. You're still in the lead.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost a win.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage. So he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
31, South Carolina.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Gain of 2. 2nd down.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate